If you haven't seen it yet, you're probably one of the million, a million people have seen it.
Billion.
Wrong?
Yep.
Get up.
Okay.
Just kidding. Hang around, please.
Will do.
If you haven't seen Todd Toven's bacon fried corn, first of all, you're missing out. It's pretty legendary. If you've never had it, even more. Today I'm going to do a play. I just may.
Okay. What do you say?
Wrong show.
Okay.
Wrong show. Today I'm going to show you guys a twist on Todd Toven's bacon fried corn. We're going to do bacon fried corn fritters. They're really, really simple, and the technique, super, super easy. Let me show you how to do it. The first thing I want to do is start with my bacon. As usual, I'm using Wright's thick cut bacon. Now I'm using thick cut for two reasons. I mention this a lot. I want to render out that fat because we're going to be cooking our corn fritters in the bacon fat. And also, I'm just a big fan of a crispy, crunchy piece of bacon. A girthy piece of bacon? Can I say that, CJ?
Girthy bacon?
Yeah,
Are
you know.
we really going to use that term?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Why the heck not, huh? Let's do 6 pieces of bacon. Nothing complicated here. We're looking for crispy bacon just like it's for breakfast. It takes 7-8 minutes or so. If you want to, you can flip multiple times. What you're looking for is that golden, crispy bacon that we all love. Once you're done, go ahead and slide it off to the side. We are going to be using it in just a minute, but that right there, all that liquid gold, that's what we're looking for. Now on to our corn. This is pretty simple. A little trick I like to do, take a bowl, place your corn kind of vertical and slice down the cob. You're going to see little shingles, but definitely use fresh corn. You could get away with canned corn or frozen corn, but for this application, unlike Todd's, you definitely want to use fresh. Now, once you're done, you have all these beautiful little corn kernels. Now let's talk about batter. It's not hard. It's really, really not hard. Don't let the word batter, like some fancy chef words, mess with you.
Is batter really a fancy chef word?
Well, I don't know. Did you think it was a fancy chef word?
No.
Well, then I guess not.
Then it's not.
So I'm going to start with some all-purpose flour and egg, which I learned from Bruce Mitchell recently, a chicken egg, because he uses lots of different kinds of eggs. We actually got to hang out. If you haven't yet, go back and watch some of Bruce Mitchell's videos on the channel. They are fantastic. They're so much fun to watch. We spent some time with him in the bayou. A little bit of milk as well, just a touch. And he always calls them chicken eggs because he wasn't sure if it was a duck egg, a turkey egg, alligator egg.
Meant that typically he was going to be getting some cake from Grandma.
Oh, that's right. I love his stories. Go back and watch some Bruce Mitchell content. It's really, really good. So this part is definitely up to you. If you don't have it, skip it. I really, really like it. We're gonna use the Hatch chili and cheddar seasoning, a pinch of salt, and a pinch of pepper. Now, once we mix our corn in, we're not gonna really be able to penetrate more flavor into the batter. So here's where you really wanna add your seasoning. So here we are. We might have to add a touch more milk. Yeah, we're gonna need a little bit more milk. You want this to essentially be the binder that holds all that beautiful corn together. So it's only a few ingredients. And this is a place where you can really explore and play with the flavors that you like. You know, suspend anything you want in the batter, and it's gonna go into your delicious corn fritter, or any kind of fritter that you wanted to do. All right, that's looking good. Now we don't want it too thin or too thick. We want it just right. Is that descriptive enough, CJ?
No, it's zero description.
Want it to be perfect. Which, that looks perfect to me. That's what you want it to look like.
I've seen better.
You want that much. All right, now let's take our corn, break up some of the, actually I think that's a little too much. Here's what I'm gonna do. I don't need that much batter because I didn't do that much corn. So I'm gonna get rid of some of this binder. We'll add it back if we need to. I really want the corn to shine. I don't necessarily want the batter to be the star of the show. We want the corn to be the star of the show. All right, that looks good. We'll hold this for later. Now we can go with our corn. So dump all your corn right in there. Now the egg and the flour are going to kind of crisp up and hold everything together. It's almost like we're making a pancake type.
Fritter?
It's almost like a fritter.
Almost.
I knew that you were here for a reason.
Yep.
I'm so glad you're here.
I got your back, bro.
Half a step away from being fired.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Although
kidding.
I was going to say you probably need more batter, but...
You know, I'm going to use a little bit more batter. There we go. You can always add more. Can't take it away. So don't feel any pressure at home.
Didn't Norman Van Aken say you can't unburn toast?
Oh, such a good one. Another great bit of content to watch. Go watch some of Norman Van Aken's stuff. You know what? Touch more. Touch more. There we go. If you have too much of the batter, you end up having like almost like a pancake with a little bit of corn in it, and I really want corn to be the center of attention.
Center?
The cinder block of attention. All right, that looks really, really good. You know what I want to do? Wasn't gonna. Now I wanna. I'm gonna go in with a little bit. This is for color and for flavor, the tequila lime. Right over the top. Todd loves this stuff.
Dude, I'm a huge
So I will
fan of
follow
tequila lime.
the goat.
This is a good one.
This is a good one. I have 2 more things I want to add to this, CJ, and then we're donezo.
Talk to me.
I lied. Goose?
Yep.
Wrong show. Wrong show. Go watch CJ's show for those shenanigans. I want to do a little bit of cilantro. Let's just do a touch. Not a lot. We just want a little bit of color. So a quick little chop on some cilantro.
Dude, you use cilantro quite a bit in your recipes.
I am a big, big fan.
There's a lot of people out there that consider cilantro to be a soapy taste.
I get it. There are people in the world that like Neil Diamond and people that are wrong.
Okay.
So this is
You know
going
what?
into my batter.
Love on the rocks. Ain't no surprise.
Don't.
Okay.
I don't want it. I don't want it. I'm gonna go in, because I like the heat, a little bit of red chili. If you don't want as much heat, but you do want the color, you can always get rid of the seeds. I don't know if you know this. Most of the heat is in the pith and the seeds. So when you get rid of those, not nearly as hot. Now this is gonna give us just a touch of crunch and some color. Now the last little thing we need to this guy, did I say 2 or 3 things that we needed?
You said 2 and then you said maybe more.
Well, the maybe more is right. Cannot forget about that glorious bacon. Let's give this a nice chop. Again, you don't want giant pieces of this. Whew, whew, it's hot, almost like it just came off a griddle. Whew, geez, real hot. Nice small pieces so that it mixes in nice and even. What we're looking for is we're gonna chop these up really, really tiny, almost like the bacon bits. You're familiar with that, CJ. Then we're gonna throw that into our batter and give it a mix, and now our batter is done. We're ready to cook them. I've got my griddle set to medium-low heat. We don't wanna go too fast and furious on these. We want a chance for that batter to cook all the way through. Now we're gonna take a large spoon, place like, I don't know, I'd say like a quarter of a cup. Make them as big or as small as you'd like. The bigger they are, the harder they are to stay crispy. So just make nice little piles. They don't have to be perfectly circular. We're not making cookies here. So make them look the way you want to. Just make sure they're nice and thin. Now these aren't gonna take long, maybe 2 minutes or so per side. What we're looking for is that crispy, crunchy texture before we flip. And maybe I should have said this earlier, CJ. Make a big batch, because these go quick. Now while that's cooking, let's get to our sauce. It's very, very simple, only a couple of ingredients. I'm gonna start with some sour cream in a bowl. Base of the sauce is pretty much the sauce. To this, we're gonna add the juice of 1 lime, and we're also gonna add our tequila lime seasoning, a touch of cilantro, and that's pretty much it. Give that a nice mix. Make sure it's even. I hate when a sauce isn't like totally even. Make sure it's even in a really, really good consistency. And that's it. That's how you make the magic. This is a really fun one. If you guys are throwing a party, or if you want to have a really fun appetizer, something to really impress your guests, this is a great way to do it. All that's left is to take a bite. Let's get into this thing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Right there. All day long, my friends. It has all that magic of Todd Toven's glorious bacon fried corn, but now it's in a fritter. Now it's handheld. It's pretty fun. Wait, let me do it again. Ready? Let's give it a try. Love you, Todd. If you guys haven't watched Todd's video, go back and watch it. Let's see if we can get that video to 2 million views. 2 million?
2 million.
I think it's like got 1 million views right now.
Yeah, it is.
It's pretty amazing. There you go. Fritters 101.
Done.
Bacon fried corn fritters. Is that what we called it?
Yeah.
That's what we called it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Be sure to leave a comment down below. If you haven't yet, click that subscribe button and the little bell icon so you get a message every time, or a notification every time. I don't even know how that works. I don't know how YouTube works anymore. No idea. Find us on TikTok, Instagram, Pinterest, Facebook.
That's it.
Are there new ones yet?
Not yet.
There will be, and we'll be on it. Right there hanging out with you guys. Thank you so much. This is Cook, Eat, Repeat. I'm your host, Chef Nathan Lippy, and I will see you guys in the next video. You're gonna love this.